I'm particularly pleased to be speaking to Asra Nomani, who is the author of Woke Army, a senior contributor at The Federalist, an investigative journalist who's been previously with the Wall Street Journal. Ms. Nomani, thank you so much for joining me. And tell me about becoming a Muslim reformer, what that means and what you're trying to do.
Gosh, thank you so much for asking. You are looking at a Muslim feminist. I am a girl born in India to conservative Muslim parents. My parents were socially conservative. We immigrated to the United States like so many families immigrated to the United Kingdom, and I was 4. It was the summer of 1969, and I grew up with the feminist revolution, Take Your Daughter to Work Day, and I also grew up with something else, and that was the toxic exportation of an extremist ideology of Islam from Iran and the government of Saudi Arabia, starting with their revolutions in 1979. And it was really a dichotomy for me as a girl growing up in the West. I grew up on this girl detective named Nancy Drew and learned to be an empowered young woman. But in my community, I was told that I had to take the back door when I went to the mosque. I had to pray in the basement, the dungeon, the upstairs, that to look at me was to turn to stone. And I lived this bifurcated life for most of my life, but it was the 9/11 attacks and then the tragic murder of my dear friend from the Wall Street Journal, Danny Pearl, that made me the Muslim reformer that you see today, challenging the extremist interpretations that governments and millionaires are trying to infuse in our communities.